My man, Minister T Breeze. Let's rock this a little bit. That's in the pocket. So check this out. Um, I have not done a political anything involving politics or the presidential election or anything like that. I haven't. We haven't done. I haven't done one of them episodes in a while, and I don't think Smitty even want to do it. That's not his thing. So I'm gonna talk about this now, and the most important thing y'all need to understand is how important voting is, um, but how important not voting is. And I'll explain what I mean in a minute. So I'm gonna read two isms, and I want y'all to tell me, be honest, take the politics out. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, take that out. You are an American first. So I'm gonna read these two isms, and you tell me, and then I'm gonna ask the question after. The quality of being patriotic, devotion. Devotion to and vigorous support for putting self over country. That's an ism. What ism is that? And the second one is a far-right authoritarian political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader. So the first one is patriotism. And the second one is fascism. So for everybody out there that's talking about, I ain't gonna vote for nobody, you voting for Trump. If you vote for Kennedy, you voting for Trump. Any way you look at it, you're voting for Trump, which means you're voting for fascism. I got news for you folks. Fascism don't fascism ain't for black folks. That's number one. And then more importantly, for the white people that may be on the fence saying they're not gonna vote for anybody because they're Republican, but they can't vote for Trump. Well, you voting for Trump by not voting for Trump. So yeah, the gas prices may be a little high, but you know what? He got us through that damn pandemic that Trump couldn't get us out of. That he wanted us to drink some damn Clorox, like them fools in Arizona did. Yeah. Who got us out of that? Can you imagine if Trump was still president there? Everybody complaining about the vaccines and everything. That's your choice. Because you don't know what's in them. That's your choice. So just understand, keep that same energy when I ask you what's in a particular food that you don't know, or a vitamin, or some juice, or whatever the case may be. So that stuff goes hand in hand. But more importantly, let's get into the reasons why, despite your political party, you have to do the right thing, unlike them idiots in Congress that will just follow this dude to no end. So I'm going to give you reasons why we need to show up and show out. Again, I don't care if people say Biden ain't lived this, that Biden ain't, or just like they said, Obama ain't helped black people, Biden ain't helped black people, blah, blah, blah. Bro, this is different. This is different. Biden doing the best he can, hell of a job. Everything he's done, I don't agree with. But he's getting a lot of shit done that his predecessor could not or would not do. So let me give you guys again reasons why we need to show up and show out and prevent this dude from ever stepping foot in the White House in my hometown, DMV for life, baby, again. So he still continues to talk about the 2020 election, calling it a lie. And he got all these people out here that believe that. Is amazing to me. Because if he turned around and said, you know what, I was bullshit. The election was real, woo to woo. Y'all gonna turn around and believe him again? So that I'm gonna call bullshit that on that off top. He had 91 felony counts. I think he got somewhere like 88 now. He had 3 of them taken away. What they do? The dude knew he had smashed a porn star while his old lady was pregnant. And he lied about it and tried to prevent it and paid Stormy Daniels off. It is what it is. And he got hemmed up, which is illegal. Because of the campaign finance laws or something like that. That's a felony. You don't think he knew that was illegal? I got another. Hey, ladies, all of y'all that still want to vote for my man, make sure y'all let him grab you by the pussy. Excuse my language. I ain't gonna forget he said that. Each one of his criminal cases, his goal is not to prove his innocence. He knows he's guilty. His goal is not to prove his innocence. His goals are to have his case tried in the court of MAGA opinion and delay in hopes that he can steal the election, and then the felony cases can go away. The case in Georgia won, and that should be smooth, but you had the Fonnie Willis thing, so now that's a little interruption. But see, he can't take away that. He can't just wipe that away because he's the president, because that's not a federal case. So his goal is just to delay. This one here, it boggles my mind. So all these fundraising efforts and stuff that he's doing, do you guys really believe that it's going towards the campaign? Nah, it's going towards his lifestyle, and it's going towards his legal fees, going towards that 80 mil dose he had to pay that lady, and it's going to go towards this full something he going to have to pay the state of New York. That's what that stuff's going to. Even the money that's not supposed to go there is going there, or going to his pockets. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. So the dude was supposed to pay a $400 and some million bond. Somehow, some way, a coach. See what my mind is. Somehow, some way, a judge gave him a reduction in that to where he only had to pay $175 million. And the person that did the underwriting for the bond is a guy who does subprime lending in the automobile industry. $175 million. A month ago, he talked about how much cash he had. So he should have been able to pay that out of his pocket, people. He's fooling y'all. I take it a step further. His son-in-law skipped town with $2 billion. Bildos with a B from the Saudis. And he couldn't even get no money from them. Him and his baby girl. His daughter. But he can get it from y'all. Because I'm going to tell y'all how he can get it. How he got it in the past. How he getting it now. Trump University. Trump Steaks. Now he's selling the air treasons for $3.99. The dude selling Bibles for $60. My boy said the other day, he was like, hell, man, I can go to a Motel 6 and find get a Bible for free. Why I'm gonna get this dude $60? Think about it. They asked about the Bible. They asked him which one did he like, the Old Testament or New Testament. This clown was like, "Oh yeah, they're equal." They asked him, "What's your favorite verse?" He couldn't say anything. Um, but yet and still, you're going to turn around and buy a book from him. You're going to buy a book from him that he didn't read. Ain't that something else? You're going to buy a book from him and he ain't read. Like back in the day when we used to slam the door in the people's face when they used to sell the encyclopedias. Man, we had so many encyclopedias, I ain't know what to do. He has said he wants to be a dictator. Dude praises Kim Jong-un, who even has made some positive comments about Hitler. Think about that. He said he wanted to be a dictator. Didn't I just read where that comes from? Fascism. Silver judgment to E. Jean Carroll for 80 mil dose for sexual assault. Think about it. Constantly lies about his faith and he'll do anything to get your money and get your vote. So all of y'all evangelical Christians, he getting y'all. He don't give two damns about y'all except for let y'all pay y'all money and you vote. That's it. We ain't even gonna talk about the Central Park Five and some of the racist things he said and done in the past. Not written to African Americans, still talking about the Central Park Five was guilty, although they was proven to be innocent. Never walking that back and apologizing to the young men for what they've been through. He took out the newspaper ad with the whole newspaper ad. He took it out, and it wasn't just one day trying to get them boys convicted and probably on the death penalty if it was offered. That's just him, man. So we got dude. Remember, dude said he didn't want a peaceful transfer of power if he lost. Remember that? Guess what that started into? Dude tried to stay in the White House forever. He was going to stay there as long as we let him. The and then some of the just think about when he was president in the past, the stuff he did not know, the stuff he did not do, did not read the national intelligence briefing, which he's supposed to read every morning, did not do, writing new information on a map to make him look right. That's all he cares about is looking right, because he has to know how foolish he looks when he's always wrong. So I think the most important thing to this dude is just looking right, getting your money, and getting your vote so he won't have to get his ass in jail. And half of America is falling for it. And that is, you're crazy if you don't think that's a scary thing. So everybody that says, "Oh man, I don't mess with Joe Biden," and I don't fuck with Trump, so I ain't gonna vote. You just voted for Trump, so you with Trump. That's what happens. So if you haven't registered to vote, please do so. If you were not planning to vote, change that. And I'm talking about all the way down the ticket. Any of them clowns that's in your district or in your area that you know good and goddamn well ain't doing their job. They doing what Trump say instead of what's right, or make a decision on your own. The Speaker of the House said the other day, "Yeah, I talked to Trump and blah blah blah." Why are you talking to him, bro? You got Mitch McConnell. Why are you talking to him, bro? Because you're a puppet, my dude. And it's sad because this country is so divided. And there's people that's cool with that. Like I can't imagine. Like I get the civil rights times and everything. I get that. My parents and grandparents and my brothers and so everybody went through that, so I wouldn't have to go through it. But this is different. That was a race. This is a person, and we are giving in to this dude. The Republicans are, I mean, giving in to this dude. Whatever he says goes. You do not want to say anything against what he says because you're worried about losing your job. So you rather keep your job and destroy this country versus coming out, doing the right thing, saying the right thing, writing a book about it, getting paid for it. That's how you can make your income. Half of y'all in Congress know good and goddamn well y'all doing dirt. And when I ain't even talking about your personal life. I'm talking about the fact that you're all of y'all are what's the word? It's a dereliction of duty. All of you guys. You want border security? Biden come up with the most conservative border security plan that there's ever been, but you don't want to vote on it. You won't bring it to the floor because you know people gonna vote on it, and you know it's gonna pass. So, which will mean Trump gonna get pissed because Trump can't run against immigration because you just helped Biden fix some of the immigration problems by bringing this bill to the floor and letting people vote on it. That's how that's going down. That's why this dumbass chick, Marjorie Taylor Greene, was so pissed off at Mike Johnson for the bill that they just passed that it had bipartisan support. That anger came from Trump. I promise you Trump told her to go up there and act the ass. And she did it. They may want to check into some payments or some money or whatever. Trump probably smashed her too. And that's real talk. So if you are if you are a patriotic person or you love this country, it's not perfect. The country is not perfect. But you love this country. You love people in this country. You want to see us do better. You want to see our country stand tall like we used to. You want to bring people together. That's one of the reasons why I coach. You want to bring people together. You want things to be better. You cannot vote for this man. You have to vote for Biden. You have to be riding with Biden for at least 4 more years. Get somebody else in there. We can have a discussion. Not this dude. This dude's selling Bibles, y'all. Bibles. He's selling shoes. Dude made t-shirts and said, well, you know, black people like t-shirts. But his black supporters probably don't even look at that as being offensive. Tim Scott, the biggest Uncle Tom there is. Y'all saw what he did up on the podium, those of y'all that follow politics a little bit. He looked like a complete Uncle Tom sellout. But I love you, Mr. Trump. I love you, President Trump. When you turned your back on the chick that got you the job, I don't know if y'all know this, but Nikki Haley was the one that got Tim Scott the senator job in South Carolina. Then it came time for him to run for president. Cool. He drops out. Time for him to endorse somebody. He left Nikki Haley, told her kick rocks. And he ran to rock with his almighty cult leader. So in the end, y'all, look, I'm not going to beat this dead horse too much. I told myself I was trying to stay out of the political area for a while. but I felt the need to have to say this. Please, show up, show out, all from the top of the ticket to the bottom of the ticket, from the top of the ballot to the bottom of the ballot. I'm not saying, hey, just vote Democrat. But what I'm saying is do your research this time and look at those congressional races. And when you see those names come up that you know good and goddamn well ain't did shit, ain't doing shit, won't do shit, those are the ones you got to vote out. And you know what? That's Democrat or Republican. That's real talk. So, hey, thank you for listening to this episode of the Chronic OGs podcast. I'm that boy they call Big Tone. I didn't introduce myself earlier. Hey, do me a favor. Please hit the like and subscribe button so we continue to grow the podcast. I really appreciate it. I'm out. Peace.